Hey guys, what's up and welcome to this video. So today I will be showing you a complete guide on Odette. I know she's not really on the meta right now, but I believe that every hero can be very good with proper utilization and the right equipment. Without further ado, let's move on to her skills. Her first skill lets her summon a swan to attack enemies, dealing magic damage and slowing them by 30%. This slow effect lasts for 2 seconds. Simple as this skill is, it is not to be underestimated because it has good magic damage scaling and the slow can be good for escaping enemies. Her second skill lets her release magic energy balls forward, dealing magic damage and immobilizing them for 1.5 seconds. Another energy ball is released when it hits an enemy targeting nearby enemies. Take note that this prioritizes enemy heroes. Casting her ultimate, Odette leaps to a designated direction. She gains a shield and deals continuous magic damage to enemies within the area every 0.5 seconds for 5 seconds. She slows enemies by 90% that decays over 2 seconds. Do take note that the rebounding skill of her passive is enhanced when this skill is active. After each skill, Odette's next basic attack will cast a sound wave that rebounds between enemies, each dealing magic damage. You can stack this up to 3 times. You can use this even if there are no other enemies around because this can bounce from herself to an enemy.
Here we go!
For the equipment, I will be using my burst build shown on the screen. My enemies in this game were not very tanky, so it's better to burst them down. Otherwise, if there are many tanky heroes, you can use the poke build that I've showed you on the screen. Usually, I'd like to start off by building with an elegant gem because it will help me recover some HP and mana when I reach level 3.
This sword is a gift.
In the early game, it's better to stay low-key and kill off enemy minions until you reach level 4. Odette can be very deadly if positioned right in the early game because she can provide decent amount of damage using her first, second, and ultimate combo, which I'll show you later in this video.
True love is worth an adventure. Request any adventure.
I've noticed that their marksman or MM is heavily supported by the enemy SS. As a mage, you need to be aware of these certain situations so that the marksman of the team can grow. Usually MM shine later in the game, so it's better to visit your MM teammate from time to time. I'm about to unlock my ultimate. It's time to show you Odette's early flicker combo. If you take a closer look, I was looking at the enemy minion. I'm planning to cast my second skill there so it could trap one of the enemy and I could pick them off. To recap, you need to cast her second skill to trap an enemy, cast her first skill, and then cast your ultimate. You don't have to use your flicker for this combo. I only used it in this situation because I was far away. A team fight was brewing in the turtle area. When using Odette, you need to have proper timing. Do not hastily use your skills, especially your ultimate, during team fight situations. Here, I saw our Paquito planning for an attack. What I did is I casted my second skill on the turtle so it could bounce and immobilize Gushin. Since Gushin is trapped, Paquito can easily pick him off. I waited for the enemy Guinevere and Kadita to cast their crowd control skills before casting my ultimate. Odette's ultimate requires constant channeling and will be interrupted if she is controlled or performs other actions such as casting a skill or walking. The enemy does not always have to die, it's enough to poke them until they retreat. I muted my chat in case my teammates trash talks. Our Paquito died because of a greedy move. Somehow, deserved.
You may laugh when I say this, but I want to decide my own destiny.
I visited our MM again, and this time I wanted to do another combo. Unfortunately, I missed my second skill. I casted my flicker skill late. I could have picked him off.
The best comes with surprise. love is worth an adventure. Injustice served! An enemy has been slain.
As you can see here, it's kinda weird that I used my skills on the tower, but I did that to activate my passive and hit the tower with my passive.
The turtle. An ally has been slain. Our turret has been destroyed. The river, the bushes, the rocks, all make me feel so alive. Become what you believe in. An enemy has been slain.
This is another combo. After casting your ultimate, you can use your flicker to reposition. This is extremely helpful when the enemy is out of your ultimate range or if an enemy hero is planning to crowd control you on that position.
You may laugh when I say this, but I want to decide my own destiny. Maybe I'll find Lancelot at the next one. You destroyed a turret!
You don't always have to use your ultimate in teamfight situations. Here I saw that 2 of the enemy heroes were dead. There isn't going to be a teamfight soon, so I did a surprise combo. Odette is very deadly on 1 versus 1 situations.
True love is worth an adventure. Any adventure. Don't tell anybody that I can't swim.
Let's take a closer look at that, shall we? So what happened here is I released my second skill to immobilize Kadita. Take note, I could have released my ultimate, but since I knew that Gideon still has her knockup skill, I repositioned myself. When I knew all of the enemy's crowd control skills were used, I released my ultimate.
Initiate retreat! I really miss the apple pies in the castle. Initiate retreat! The melody of legendary! Double kill! Triple kill! True love is worth an adventure. Any adventure.
And that was it for my Odette guide. She was my main before and I consistently climbed my way up to the leaderboards before her revamp. She holds a special place in my heart and I thought it would be meaningful to showcase and create a guide for her as my first video. I do think that she needs some adjustments to her skills. I've heard there will be. Rather, I hope there will be. And it would mean so much to me if you subscribe to my channel, leave a like, and comment down below your suggestions. Do stay safe always and thank you for watching. Love you guys.